These things that I'm going to share with you today are the things that I wish someone had told me when I was starting out, and it really would have helped me at the time navigate through the doubts and insecurities. And I'm hoping that the things that I'm going to share with you today will help you do the same. Welcome to Open Studio Podcast, space for lettering artists, illustrators, and creatives who are determined to thrive in their passion. I'm Martina Flor, and I've been through the ups and downs of building a successful creative business. From struggling to make ends meet to achieving my dream of becoming an award-winning lettering designer, I've learned valuable lessons along the way. Now, I'm here to share those lessons, strategies, and tips so that your journey can be smoother. Whether you're looking to turn your passion into a career or want insights to boost your creative business, this podcast is your guide. Join me on the Open Studio Podcast and let's make your creative dreams a reality. Hello and welcome to another episode of Open Studio. I'm your host, Martina Flor, and today I want to take you back to where it all began for me. A time when I was working as a graphic designer and creative director at an agency, and I was feeling miserable with my work. I felt that it lacked creativity and it wasn't what I was expecting for my life. My work felt very uninspiring. And the idea of pursuing a career, let alone making a living as a graphic or lettering artist, seemed like really an impossible dream. And I didn't trust that I could make the leap. I had tons of doubts and insecurities, but at some point I decided to put myself in motion. And fast forward to today, I built a life and business around my skills as a lettering artist, doing work I really love. But it all started in that moment of doubt and uncertainty. And if you find yourself in a similar position right now, stuck in a job that doesn't bring you joy, or you're yearning for more creativity in your life, or you're contemplating the idea of starting a side hustle or a side gig or a career doing something that truly lights you up, then this episode is for you. Things that I'm going to share with you today are the things that I wish someone had told me when I was starting out, and it really would have helped me at the time navigate through the doubts and insecurities. And I'm hoping that the things that I'm going to share with you today will help you do the same. Now, this is the beginning of a series of episodes where I will be sharing tactics and mindsets that played a really important role in my journey, the journey of transitioning from that job I really disliked, diving deep into learning and expertise like lettering, and ultimately making a living and building a business around my skills as a lettering artist. This series is going to be a deep dive into the strategies that have made a positive impact on my life and career. And to even make it even more accessible, I've compiled all these insights into a valuable resource that I call the Diary for Aspiring Lettering Artists. It's a guide that not only encapsulates the key takeaways of these episodes, but also includes prompts for you to explore your own possibilities, because it's all about you and creating your own path. And here's the exciting part, that you can download the diary for free at martinaflor.com/diary. Take a moment right now to pause this episode and head over to martinaflor.com/diary and grab your copy. Go ahead. I will be right here when you get back. Ready? Got it? Great. This diary will be your companion throughout this series of short, snappy episodes that kick off today. And I am ready to share those with you. Are you ready to dive in and explore the journey of becoming a lettering artist? So let's get started. So number one, prioritize your goals. One of the things I would tell my beginner self is to prioritize your goals. Literally put them first in your day. It's really easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle, but if you want to make progress, you need to make your goals a priority. Whether that priority for you or your goal is improving a specific technique or working on a personal project, you need to set aside dedicated time for it. And instead of putting that at the end of the day, like many of us do, and like I did in the very beginning, do that first in the day so that you can start your day knowing that you accomplished that one thing that really mattered to you. Number two, learn the basics and create regularly. Now, learning the basics is crucial. Understanding the fundamentals, in my case, understanding the fundamentals of principles of lettering was really a game changer. So take time to do that and also to create regularly. It's not about creating a masterpiece every time. It's about building a strong foundation and also a strong foundation of work. And by creating consistently, even if it's just for a few minutes each day, will make a significant difference in your skill development. Number 3, you can get paid for doing what you love. Now, I used to believe that, who would pay me for doing something I would be doing anyways, right? But you need to understand that your work has value and it also has value for your clients. Now, another limiting thought that I had at that time was, well, but I don't have a client base. So how am I going to make a living if I don't even have a client base? So throughout time, I discovered that there's a myriad of ways of creating income with your skills. And in episode number 129, I spoke about the myriad of ways in which you can make income as a lettering artist, as a graphic artist. So you can go ahead and listen to episode number 129, and that will give you an inspiration in terms of what are the possible different avenues that you can explore to create income with your skills. Things like selling prints, collaborations, and unique projects, and creating projects that you start on your own. Your passion can really indeed become a successful and lasting career, and you don't need a client base to do that. And yes, you can get paid for doing what you love. Number 4, you don't need to be a natural born artist. Let go of the notion that you need to be a natural born artist. Anyone can learn a craft with dedication, time, and effort. Don't limit yourself based on the belief that artistic talent is something you're born with. Lettering and illustration and whatever graphic art or craft has its own rules that can be learned and mastered regardless of your background or age. And I'm the perfect witness to that because I don't come from an artistic background. My father is a doctor. My mom is a school teacher. So I don't have any reasons to believe that I was born with it or that I have any advantage in learning a skill. I just dedicated myself to learn the fundamentals of lettering, to apply that in my work, and to do that consistently. And boom, you learn the craft. Right? Of course, it takes time, but anyone can learn it. Let go from the idea that you need to be a natural born talent. I was definitely not a natural born talent, and I was able to create beautiful lettering work with my skills by investing time to learn the craft. Number 5, embrace constructive feedback. Don't shy away from constructive feedback. It's an invaluable tool for improvement. Share your work with others. Join communities and share your work. Be open to suggestions. Ask for feedback. It might be uncomfortable at first, but it really can fast track your growth. Literally, it is impossible sometimes to see flaws and room for improvement in your work, whereas someone that is an outsider look can quickly and effectively spot things that you can improve, spot things that you're doing right, and give you that constructive criticism that helps you identify areas of improvement and refine your skills and your work. So don't shy away from feedback, rather look for it. Number 6, find your unique voice in a community. Progress doesn't happen in isolation, and I say this over and over again. Find a community of like-minded people and connect with fellow lettering artists if you are interested in lettering, if you're into illustration, if you're into any graphic art or animation. Just look for people that are on the same journey, are interested on the same things. And you can do that either online or locally. Being part of a community not only leads to collaboration and expanding your network, but also provides you inspiration and support on your creative journey. I have seen that happening over and over again inside my own community of lettering artists. There is a huge worth in being able to share your struggles, your wins, your questions with people that get it. And a supportive community can have a really big impact on your progress. So definitely join a community. Don't try to figure everything out on your own. Go out there, share your work, connect with other people. That is going to have a powerful impact on your journey. Number 7, Develop your confidence as an artist. Don't underestimate the power of mindset. I used to believe that mindset was all about woo-woo or was a little bit woo-woo, but it really, acquiring some mindsets that were productive for my goals really helped me develop confidence as an artist. And really, as I always say, confidence is super important to succeed as an artist. If you don't have confidence in your work, in what you're capable of doing, you won't be confident to share what you do, to let other people know that you're doing this, and to also charge for your work, right? Which is essential for you to make a living or an income with your skills. So developing your confidence as an artist should be front and center. And remember to celebrate small wins along the way and acknowledge your growth. So every milestones that you achieve, no matter how minor it is, it deserves recognition. And it is easy to focus on the end goal and overlook the progress that you have made, all these little steps that have taken you to achieve that goal. So remember to celebrate those small wins in between, and don't think that the end goal is the only moment where you will make it in a way. Just trust that those small wins in between will get you there where you want to go. So confidence in your abilities will really fuel your creative journey. And you can gain confidence in your abilities by creating work often, by reminding yourself that this is a process, that is not about creating a masterpiece every time, but it's about these small steps that will take you there where you want to go. So there you have it. These are 7 pieces of advice that I believe will have made a significant impact on my early lettering and creative journey. And I hope you will find these tips helpful in your own creative journey. Remember that this is the first episode of a series of short and snappy episodes where I will share tactics and mindsets that have helped me move from a job I dislike onto a job or a business, creating a business around my skills as a lettering artist. And I have created a resource that is called Diary for Aspiring Lettering Artists that you can download to kind of journal, first to have all these insights in one place, but also it will prompt you to journal your own possibilities and to give shape to your own path. So you can go ahead and download it on martinaflor.com/diary. Again, martinaflor.com/diary. And you can download it for free and keep it somewhere where you can be using it throughout this series of episodes that I will be delivering next. Thank you so much for joining today, and see you on the next episode of Open Studio. Bye-bye. So this is it. I hope you loved this episode. You can find me, the host of the show, on social networks at Martina Flor on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you have a question or comments, go to martinaflor.com/podcast, where you can see previous episodes, find show notes, and send voice memos with your comments and questions. You can also watch these episodes on YouTube. Just go to martinaflor.com/YouTube to find them. You can, of course, listen to all our episodes on your favorite podcast platform. If you loved this episode, subscribe to this podcast. And if you leave us a review, it will help others find us. Thank you all for listening, and see you in the next episode of Martina Flor's Open Studio. Bye-bye.